Alright, I think it's time we talk about it. Why does everybody hate support players? Now, I know a lot of the support's gonna come at me for this, but let's talk about it. Support players have always been the punching bag of the community, and most people hate them because whenever you try to die for support, they won't die. They complain about the wrong things like Spider Man and BP when those characters are genuinely horrible. And most of all, they just cry for peels. And before the support players, come at me, look, if you're getting died by one Captain Cardio, Captain Pillowfist, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear about a support, crying about one Spider-Man when that is the worst character in the game. And I'm not joking, by the way. That character is literally horrible. But, supports want to push the agenda and ban BP instead of banning demons like Cyclops. So I would just go over 3 reasons why supports in this game suck and why people hate them. Because most of y'all got some stupid reasons. Like support hate is rooted in misogyny, which it's not, by the way, but I'm gonna get to that in a second, because support players are gonna come at me for that. I can just tell, bro. I have met a handful of supports that complain about peels. I mean, I could literally name like 50 of them that just cry and moan about one character. If you're getting solo dived by Cap and you're dying over and over again, there's this thing called, I don't know, anti-dive supports or just supports that can't be touched in general. Like, look, we got Invis. She can't be touched by Spider-Man. We got Ultron, Rocket, Jeff, Gambit. Characters with insane survivability, yet supports will still continue to whine about one character. If you're getting dived by Captain Cardio, Captain Pillowfist, Captain Ticklehands, I suggest you drop the game. Maybe like, I don't know, go play like go play Roblox or something, bro, because this game is clearly not for you. And I'm not trying to sound like, a hater to support players because there are some times where, they're up against meta divers like, I don't know, Venom, and your team won't peel, and that's okay. I completely understand that. And support mains think I don't play support, by the way, but look, I play Rocket, I play Jeff, and I can play Loki efficiently and not get farmed. If you're dying over 10 times every match while you're on support, I think that's just a you problem, and you need to just get better game sense, bruh. Try and tell supports every single time. I try. I'm like, look, maybe if you, just went Ultron or like White Fox, you'd be able to beat the one solo diving Black Panther that's farming my backline. And, supports will always say, oh, go Thing, oh, go Emma. No, bro. If you're getting farmed by one diver and you're asking me to go Thing or Emma, you've clearly lost your mind because there's no way. It's the DPS's job to peel for you most of the time, and even then, y'all will die to one diver. And let me tell you, support players, this: if there's one person that's supposed to have your back and not let you die when your team is helping you, guess who it is? It's your other support. So stop whining and do better. So yeah, as y'all see in this screenshot right here, I had a game where my invis had 15 deaths. Now I know y'all gonna blame me for this, but let's just talk about how bad her positioning in game sense was, right? So she can clearly see Venom smashing her. What did she do? Decide to walk open lane in front of the enemy team, get blown up. Next clip, she just walking down main, chilling, enjoying her day. And White Fox pops ult. She pops ult, but she's standing in her ult and taking damage. She's lucky she didn't die here because, she should have got blown up for it and Venom with the anti-heal. But after her ult ends, she's just horribly positioned in front of the enemy team. She's wasting utility on absolutely nothing. And I mean, this just sums up everything. And Emma ults. What does she do? She decides to, I don't know, walk right into the Emma ult. And Emma sees that this opportunity is good, choke slams her, boom, dead. Why? Because she's garbage at positioning. And then this next death, this is just summing up everything that happened in this match and why she fed so much at 15 deaths. She literally was just walking down main, wasting utility, just missing shots. Like, literally, Emma's looking right at her. She's right behind me for some reason. I didn't know Invis got the tank update. She gets blown up and looks at me. What did I do? Alright, so this game, I got a Luna that refused to help her other support, and which is the reason why we lost. Remember when I said earlier that the reason why, if your team doesn't peel, you should have, your other support to maybe have your back or patty cake with you? It's because of stuff like this. Look at this, right? I'm on Hulk, I'm cooking, right? I'm trying to die the back line. Now I'm breaking a lot of my shots here, yeah. But at least I'm baiting the team back, and I even got an ult out, right? So, I pop her ult, and I'm just going back to my team, and I'm wondering what's happening, because they're dying. I look over, my supports are out of position. my Invis in the open, and my Luna's in the open against a Squirrel Girl. And of course, they're coming back from spawn. This is a bad position because Angela and Squirrel Girl, they can see you and they're going to kill you. I mean, this is just standing in the open. Gambit's right behind her. She tries to run. It's too late. She just gets blown up. And then, guess what? My other support falls over like a sack of bricks. Why? Because my supports are trash. I mean, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And, she comes back, and, we're back in the fight. We won the fight anyways, so it's all good. It's all cool. She won't make any other mistakes, right? So, as you can see, they swapped to Angela. And this swap changed the game, by the way, because Angela just ended up clapping my team's cheeks. She throws down a javelin, and Angela, she pushes up behind my support, and she pops ult, which that's a bad ult. But the enemy team ended up popping ult anyway, so it was decent value. And we start walking up. Now, the problem with this is that she left Invis behind to fight for herself. To do what? To go flank Gambit. And she tries to fight him in a one-on-one, but guess what's happened to my Invis? Look at this. My Invis dies. I'm like, how the hell did Invis die when Luna was ulting? So I'm like, alright, what could have possibly went wrong? I look at her POV, and Deadpool's still back there. He ults her, and he dashes at her, and boom, one shot. Because my Luna refused to turn around and help her support. And the crazy part, Luna's still flanking, and Jubilee comes back because they're coming back from spawn. Because she decides that she wants to flank instead of helping out her team. So, I mean, Gambit's playing cover, Jubilee comes in, and Gambit just whoops her. I mean, he just bodies her. And this just sums up everything. I mean, come on, bruh. And this is my favorite clip of all, right? My Luna decides, instead of helping her support, I'm in there, right? I'm peeling for my support. She doesn't walk in the room to try and heal her Invis and keep her alive. She stands outside, out of position, and lets her support die. And then she ends up going down. We traded for Angela, but a tank for support is never worth it. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. We lost that last game. We got bodied. I lost both of those games because most of the time my supports are trash. And this argument that support hate is rooted in misogyny. If you think this, you might need to go outside.
You serious?
Support hate is not rooted in misogyny. There are some misogynists out there who hate supports because they are female. And yes, those players are disgusting. They are bad for the game. And nobody's going to downplay that, right? People who hate supports because they're female are absolute evil and they're horrible. And I just want to say that those people out there, you should probably go outside too. I'm not going to lie. You should probably quit the game. But support hate is not rooted in misogyny, right? It's because most of y'all are trash. And most of y'all have no game sense, no positioning, no basic awareness. So when DP blitzes you in 1.5 seconds, you complain and cry, and you beg for Thing, as if Ultron literally doesn't counter that man's entire kit. Unless you're going up against Samju, of course. Okay, so the real problem Marvel Rivals is not the supports, actually. I want to talk about the devil's creation itself, Poke. Now, a lot of y'all are going to say that Poke isn't broken, and a lot of y'all are going to say that, oh, I'd rather Poke than Dive. And if you are one of those people that think that Dive, going up against that, is worse than going up against Poke, you're wrong. Poke obliterates tanks. Poke obliterates DPS. Like, I kid you not, I could talk about the Poke characters endlessly, but I don't have much time left, right? So I'm going to talk about 3 characters, right, that have flown under the radar and are still broken till this day. Hela. Hela can 2-tap him across the map, crazy CC, an ult that is almost damn near a team wipe every single time, literally a busted team up that makes her summon undead squids, but people would rather ban BP and Spider-Man instead of Hela. And then the next one is another one of Satan spawns, Elsa. Elsa is quite literally one of, if not the worst characters I've gone up against in my entire life playing this game. Elsa has a flash step on a 4-second cooldown that gives her overshield, that gives her a coach gun that hits like a freight train, and has an ult that's also, guess what, damn near a team wipe every single time. But people, you know who they'd rather ban? They'd rather ban BP and Spider-Man. Once again, Elsa is a raid boss, a server admin, a demon, a god. But y'all just don't care. I mean, look, as long as y'all don't have to turn y'all brains on for 5 seconds to deal with Dive, it's all good, bro. Like, that's why I legitimately hate support players sometimes. Because let's talk about another one of the Poke Demons, Cyclops. That character is one of, if not the most insufferable characters. No, I hate Cyclops. I hate him so much to the point where I ban him every game. His ult is almost is almost damn near a team wipe every single time, especially with an amp or a damage boost. Literally, he has crazy mobility. He does crazy damage. His team up with Phoenix is the most broken thing I've ever seen in my life. And that's why he has to go every single game. Because if Cyclops is unbanned, I'm forced to play boring shield tanks. I don't want to play a shield tank every single game. That's why I ban Cyclops or any other poke characters, because they are raid bosses. You can't kill them. Punisher will one-shot you if you get close to him. Like, Phoenix is also broken. Like, don't even get me started on that character. Oh my god, bro. Alright, I'm done ranting about poke characters, right? To be honest, I like support players, right? I like my support players. Some of them are good, and I think that people hate on them because, they're not good. They don't want to learn. They don't want to adapt. And this is just perfectly understood by, like, creators like Xeno. Like, he understands support players don't want to adapt and they'd rather just ban dive characters, saying that DPS is the easiest role and stuff. But I don't know, man. I love my support players. Most of y'all really good. Shout out to good support players like Cole Sparks, Aramori, the good ones. I love those support players.